on the Dark Knight flip off my father, King Arthur. I'm the one with the Knights of the Round Table now. I'm the one pulled the motherfucking stone out the Raven Rock. The sword out the stone, I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I'm the one telling you everybody where the motherfuckers at. That's where the whole round table at. So we coming to get our shit. We just watching this shit slow falling building look like it's falling slow till you try to get from under that motherfucker.
Okay.
I was just telling the brother about the shoot to kill order on the Khazarian Mafia.
Yeah, can you explain a little bit more on that, bro?
Yeah. I got an article yesterday that was detailing the shoot to kill order on the Khazarian Mafia. The Khazarian Mafia is the remnant of the dirty Moors that's still hiding over in the Ukraine. They agents that's operating on their behalf, you know, they got a fake Biden, right? But he got to be in the order. All of the motherfuckers that gave the shoot to kill order, this the death switch, bitch. This shit over with. It's just a matter of bringing it to the people's awareness. This shit over with. When they put that shoot to kill order out on the remnant of the Khazarian Mafia, those that's left, they fugitives of Earth, so they can't even leave this bitch till they bow down.
Damn. And what was the whole purpose of putting the shoot to kill? Is that the basically
because when Trump did that speech where he didn't have no stars on the flag, they had a certain amount of time to surrender. Period. They didn't surrender. So fuck them. They think they can beat us. They can't beat us. We already won.
We won, hey, and we won now. That's why you spend now backwards is won. You know what I'm saying?
So no matter how you look at it, victory is in the hands of the righteous now.
That's right.
Look, if any of these prophecies is true, it got to be followed out as a plan in order to manifest. Somebody had to be following the plan. Fuck the prophecy. Who following the plan? Whose plan was it and who following it? I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's a damn good question.
Look, they gave a Q drop with a picture, a drawing of Yakub saying the father of modern humanity.
Mm.
I got all this shit in my phone right now.
Yeah, I keep up with your little bites on Instagram, and the mother. That brings me up to another thing I wanted to bring up, that to get everybody from focusing on that maniac European devils in action with the ABC, the NBC, CBS, all these other things like that, alphabets. I should have said the alphabet channels. That's what I should have said. Is like with these shows like Messiahs and Young Elders and 360, we should always keep calling each other. When we do these shows, call the other brother shows out and sister shows out too, so we can develop our network, like the Dane Calloway and the Caramillo Aha and the brother Straight Up and the Billy Carson and all of these people, as well as Young Elder and all these. So we go ahead and use these things. Just think to use these things.
Hey, shout out Red Pill and Blue Pill too. Red Pill and Blue.
Go ahead.
Don't leave Brother Rich out. Black Magic 363.
Definitely. I wanted to give a shout out to Black Magic because I like his work. I definitely like his work, and I also want to publicly say I thank the brother Young Elder and Rod Hayes, because since I've been appearing on their lives or their show, or vice versa, a lot of brothers and sisters have been reaching out to get that language down packed, man. And I want everybody in the chat, like, subscribe, and share this video. The elders is going in hard today.
And make comments too. And I want to shout out Messiah, Learn Nawapic with Messiah. That's a thing that's that's an awesome healing for the entire planet Terra. If we can get on that vibe, it doesn't stop you from being who you are, because there's no monopoly on spiritualism. Some people, some people was asking me, well, tell me about Nawapian spiritualism. What that is, nobody has any monopoly on spiritualism. Spiritualism, you got two types of spiritualism. You got a positive spiritualism and negative spiritualism. Positive spiritualism is when you do unto others that you would have others do unto you. You strive for righteousness. Huh?
Hey, I got
The
a
golden rule.
The golden rule. Let me just
wait.
Everything exists. Everything exists. So treat everything with respect. Morality. It's basic. Be positive. Be the best you can be. Free will. All that. Negative spiritualism. Be the best asshole you could be. That's pretty simple. That's something negative. I got
that one down right there. You're pretty good at that.
Well, you got to balance, my brother. You got to balance, General. I do too.
In the mystery systems, they call that the righteous path is the right-hand path, and what we call the wicked path is the left-hand path. The goal is not to take sides. That keeps you straight in the middle. That's on the straight up. Right? So if you upright, sometimes you realize you got to punch a motherfucker in the face to do what's right. It's not personal. It's just the law of nature.
Hey.
Sometimes you got to push the snot box back, chop him in the throat, and get his back dirty.
The fuck?
When he
Rod
wake up, I bet you he bump straight.
Make sure you're the right when you do it.
Rob Hayes,
and you'll always come out. Yeah, make sure you're right when you do it. You always come out on top. That's been my experience. I'm 66 years young. I've been in a lot of them, but I never lost any of them.
Look, my mama say, as long as you start off from the position of right, the Lord gonna have his hands of protection on you, and you can't lose.
It is.
So when I be right, I be busting them upside the head, whether it's with these fists. But my OG say we ain't gang banging, we brain banging. So I gotta hit them with the hard facts that they don't want to hear.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
but look, while we giving shots out, Brother Love is the Nuwabian music teacher. Y'all got to be aware of that because he's gonna be the one in charge of teaching music classes and tuning everybody back into the A tone. Then Brother Messiah, he the language teacher. You gotta have words on the music. You gotta put it in Nuwapic. It's gonna change the frequency.
Right.
This is why the language was created in the first place, because when we using a language that's geared to our electromagnetic frequencies and to calibrate us to the right knowledge, it causes us to wake up at an exponentially faster rate. So these two brothers that we need to be aware of, because one is the music teacher, one is the language teacher. And if you're going to be a music writer, you need both.
Damn right. Damn right. And you know what? I also like to actually give a shout out to all the brothers and sisters that's been watching the Young Elder show and the various other different platforms and listening to the brother Rod Hayes and commend them for their ability to recognize, where they should be at as far as raising their frequency and vibration and coming to the language class. Like, it was about a good 15 of us the other day, and we had a very good class yesterday. And predominantly, just like the brother Rod Hayes and the brother Love was saying, it's the divine feminines. They all the way serious with it too.
Yeah, I wanted to bring that up. I wanted to bring that up too. I forgot. Shout out to Dr. G, House of Reawakening Minds.
That's my girl there.
There you go. Shout out to Empress. Is it Empress Pandera? Yeah. Shout out, help me out. So shout these sisters out too. Shout out to Fannie Lou Hamer. Bless her heart. Made me tear up, man. Go ahead.
Hey, that was a bad sister there.
Yeah, man.
Hey, look, they sleep on Fannie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna probably put some of her clips up on my Instagram or Facebook, because she look. I keep telling everybody, because we got these country accents, that don't make us dumb. They think I be bullshitting. Look, Big Mama call them people about the fields and say, go in there and fix the problem. We coming to fix it.
Ain't no doubt.
Look, Fannie Lou came to fix this shit. She wasn't bullshitting. She was not bullshit. She came to fix this shit. It's just that her people wasn't ready. See, any one of us individually could be ready, but when is the people going to be ready? It's $1 million question, right? When they going to realize that the motherfuckers told you was from somewhere you wasn't from, you at home, you been at home, and another motherfucker in your house that need to leave. Because he got the kids fighting each other. He got the sister fighting the mama and the daddy fighting the son. What kind of dumbass shit is that?
But Rod, check this out. Why do all his brothers think they got to do some shit first? The template is, you've been saying the template is already there. When we get in a position, niggas is gonna get tapped for their work that they did. Is that they're gonna get tapped to be put in position, so they don't have to worry about, just come together on one. It's that simple. I want to shout out my short giant, New Carre, my wife, but that's a bad mo. I'm gonna just still chop that out. And but just like that. Go ahead.
Yeah, so the incoming information, you say on the one. Remember the Million Man March speech by Farrakhan?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he said when you hear the A tone, right?
Right.
Where we gonna be at?
We gonna be on the one.
He said we gonna be at one.
Right, at one. That's
take
right.
The A and the T and you separate it from the next three letters, it's at one.
That's right. That's right.
And that's why I gave you the A tone, to make the loop, to make the loop tied.
So this question right here is for the brother Young Elder. So with the Nuwabic language being presented in more of a musical form, do you from your perspective, do you think that this is a way for more people to be able to intertwine and attune themselves with those frequencies? And if so, explain a little bit. Is the brother there?
That's for you, Young Elder.
Go ahead, Rod. Take it away.
Well, the thing is this. It's all about frequency, and the language is about frequency. If we looking at developing a mentality or mindset on a higher frequency, we need a language to compel the mind to operate at a higher frequency.
Okay.
That was the purpose of Nuwapic. So the language is necessary. It's just that we got to start with the youth. A lot of the elder people is too stubborn to learn a new language.
Now, I'm going to be all the way honest with you, right? So I've had this conversation for quite some time now. And one of the brothers that I grew up with named Batin, he from New York, but he lives in Virginia now. He and I was speaking about that. And he was the person that actually directed me to TikTok. He was like, man, you need to go to TikTok because there's more youth there. And with the youth, you can do more because, just their ability to be able to, grasp and memorize to a certain degree. And that does, I don't, from my perspective, I think we need all people. But I understood what he was saying as far as like, with different age groups and how once when you've reached a certain age, it's kind of more difficult to try to retain a whole nother language, especially with difficult sounds. However, the mass majority of the people in the class are of the older age group and they're actually getting it down pat. I don't know if it's their skills and ability, their desire, or, the teaching method that I'm presenting, or a combination of both, but they're definitely getting it.
I think
the ones that's coming as older people that's coming to you to learn are the ones that's still willing to learn. They come to you childlike. Right, that means that they come open to learn. That's what that means. When you look at a lot of the older people, though, as we get up in the higher in the age bracket, the less enthusiasm to learn an entire language is there. They get comfortable in their lifestyles and they don't want to learn nothing new. But if they learn something new, it'll give them a new outlook on life. It's just like detailing the car, fixing up the old car. When you detail and make it fresh, you want to drive that mug around and let people see it. It gives you a new vigor for life to develop new skills over time. But the youth are already calibrated. When they hear the language, they was born based off the beat and the music that's been playing more apt to draw to the language than the regular adult.
I agree with that too, because it's like something about the youth that they're like so excited. Like when they start learning Nuwapic, I'm talking about they fucking enthusiasm be through the roof. It be through the roof. And another thing that I don't want to forget this, brother. I want to give a shout out to the brother Dr. Karam Ellis and his family, his mate, and his children. When I tell you that they are the epitome of what a Nuwabian family should be, as far as being on the language level, they are the epitome. He sent me a few videos that his wife and his children and him basically recorded as far as like going through the process, because he raised his children up with fluent Nuwabic, no English in the household. And when I tell you he did a damn good job, that's my dude right there, Dr. Karam Ellis. Shout out.
That's what's up. I got a homeboy in Detroit, Zosar Moon, who's a Nuwabian. He teach his children, been teaching his children since they was born. He don't even speak to them in English in the house.
That's how Dr. Karam is. Like, you got to see his videos. Like, he also basically was telling me on one of the lives that he did with me, from his perspective, as far as like how to get the other different aspects that come along with language. For example, he said he noticed that once when he started teaching his children Nuwabic from birth, that cut the TV out. So then they had to create things that was relative for them to watch. So he started actually doing Nuwabic plays, or with the what do you call it, like a ventriloquist type thing where you got the two puppets and
puppet show? The puppet show.
The puppet show, right? He created the puppet show, and then he started to actually create music in it. His wife and him, which the math teacher used to also have them down on Tamaray, singing and rapping and stuff in Nuwabic. But he basically showed his creativity that once when the language English was eradicated and Nuwabic, replaced it, that the other social elements or aspects of social life that was needed to be replaced, that required, the language to be spoken while actually viewing it, they actually implemented it. And that shit worked. It worked. Young Elder back in the building. We had a question for you, Young Elder. You there? I think your mic muted.
Hey, yeah, my phone I got it on charger. My phone went dead.
Oh. Yeah, we had a question for you. So you gave me a example of like the language, right? That's what we was just talking about, the Nuwabic. And you said that in 10 years, this would be one of the methods that would probably be one of the best ways to teach. Now let's fast forward past the method and get to a generation of people, a population of people that were born and raised speaking Nuwabic fluently. How do you envision their interaction with the world would be? And can you compare and contrast their interaction in that day and time in contrast to their interaction now?
Yeah, by 2030, if you keep this format, it'll be everybody will be speaking it, and the language is one of the main key points to your nationality, to me, because the language is going to give you your own tribal tongue, and it's going to make unite us more as a people. It'll give us something that we got that's everybody else don't got. And but everybody else got it, but they got their own. You know what I'm saying? They got their own. The Mexicans got even though they speak in Spanish, and that's like from conquerors, and they really spoke another language. I'm gonna get into that on a different species, evolution of human species. While I talk about the Sans people's language. Really, the Chinese language is the origin of it is from the Sanskrit language, from Sans people, these Sans people, and the Hindus mixing in together, and so the language and that Chinese language is from a Creole of over time of the click language that the Sans people speak, and the Sanskrit from the Hindus, right? Might be one of the reasons why they call it Sanskrit, connected with the Sans people, because the Sans people is the oldest species on the planet as far as humanoids go. And so that over time, in about 10 years, everybody will be speaking it, and what it'll do is we'll be more intelligent. It'll open up more compartments in our brain that need to be unlocked through the language as part of the DNA. See, it's a lot of codes in our DNA that's being unlocked right now. Like as the brother Rod Hayes revealed all of the stuff that he's revealing, because a lot of people weren't talking about none of the stuff he was talking about. They weren't looking at it from that perspective. that he gave. So yeah, the brother Rod is a legend in my book because with the perspective that he gave, it gave me another look at this thing. And another thing is what the language will do. We can be more. Like I say, the main thing it'll build more of us a unity as a nation with the language. You know what I'm saying? I see it in 10 years speaking it, and we'll be accepted. We don't gotta accept. They don't gotta accept us. We gotta accept them. See all those suckers that folks that didn't help us while those dirty Moors was over here taking advantage of us. Nobody came and like I'm gonna tell you, a lot of them. Hey, Hakeem, you gotta go in there with it. A lot of those a lot of those other races who wasn't with the dirty Moors, but they knew what they was doing. They never did tell us. They never did say straight up. Like the people that was on that train the other day when I was in Houston, those Mexicans, they saw me with my Native American attire on, and they was talking in Spanish, saying, "I wonder, do he know that they are the original people and that these they got took advantage of?" And I'm saying to myself, if they speak English, why they ain't telling me that? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
it's a journey of self-discovery, is why.
Okay,
can't nobody tell you who you is. You have to figure out who you is by how you vibe with the earth.
Okay, go ahead.
This is why all of the foreigners come over here and live off us, because we the salt of the earth. We the flavor. All things spring and come forth from this land, the great Atlant. They call it Atlantis, right? We the Atlanteans. And so when we give the culture in arts and entertainment to the world, we spice it. Imagine life with no music, right? How miserable would that shit be? But we'll still find the music because we'll be listening to the birds sing, the crickets chirping and the frogs quirking, right? Because we would have to find a form of musical expression to match our emotional development. Music is intricately tied to who we are. They know this. That's why they exploit us in the industry, because they know we know how to reach each other no matter what musical genre it is. We can get the message through the music. So they want to control the messages that we put in the music so that they can give us the false pretense. Like they came out with mumble rap because they know that we can't really tell what somebody's saying. But you know what it told me? They mumbling because they're not free to say what they want to say. Right? So now I got to answer that grievance. Right? So when you answer the grievance, what's the remedy? Take the motherfucking industry and decentralize. Let every artist own his own shit because it's his shit he created. And then if you want to aid and assist the artist, you be a facilitator of allowing him to express himself to the world, and he give you a fee. You don't pay him, he pay you.